Kansas State at number 10. Third week in a row the Wildcats are at number 10. They welcome in Auburn Thursday night. Talent-wise, it's a mismatch. Team-wise, Bill Snyder's squad can beat Auburn. Notre Dame debuts at number 9. During the Brian Kelly era so far, this is a team that's had to get by on defense, being good enough on offense. They're still solid defensively, but now with Everett Golston back under center, they can win games offensively. Ole Miss at number 8. Yeah, the stats are impressive, but it's not come against top 25 competition yet. They've got a tough stretch coming up, still have questions about their offensive line, but that secondary is playing lights out, and Bo Wallace, so far, so good in 2014. Stanford still at number 7 because I still believe in the Cardinal. The loss to USC was the outlier. Much like the loss to Utah was last year, they'll be a contender all the way through in the Pac-12. Number 6, Georgia. They stay in the same spot because they did exactly what I thought they would against South Carolina. It was a tough spot for the Bulldogs. They're still talented, but still with a ton of holes. Those holes were finally exposed, and now they can get to work on correcting the ones that can be corrected. Florida at number 5. Yeah, they struggled against Kentucky. You know what else they did? They beat Kentucky. It could be a lot worse. Ask our friends out at Southern Cal. They match up very well with Alabama. I think they'll give the Tide problems this Saturday in Tuscaloosa. Number 4, Alabama, but this is an Alabama team still untested and with a lot of questions. I think the defense can be run on. I think the defense can be passed on. They haven't shown the ability to stretch the field vertically against legitimate competition. This is not an Alabama team that will separate themselves from the rest of the field at any point this year. Auburn at number 3. The first big road test for this team happens Thursday night on the road at Kansas State. I think that pass rush is still an issue, as is that secondary. Kansas State and Jake Waters at quarterback are built to expose those potential flaws. Should be a very fun one to watch this week. Oregon at number 2. The Ducks will still be pushed in Pac-12 play. I don't believe they go undefeated, but for my money, they look as good defensively as they have in the past decade. That being said, the strength of the Pac-12 conference slate will eventually catch up to this team. They've got a loss out there somewhere. Florida State at number 1. A bye week, Clemson comes to town now. I don't know if the Tigers are equipped to go into Doak Campbell Stadium and win, but something still feels a little off about this Seminole team. At the end of the day, the team best equipped to beat Florida State is Florida State, and I think that'll happen at some point.